Your iPhone has a superpower that's hiding in plain sight. You may have even used it before, but most people are not aware how truly powerful it really is. Don't believe me? In this video, I'll give you 12 ways to use Control Center to save you time, make you more productive, and streamline your life. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, we talk about all things tech, particularly those tech items that make your life easier and simplify your workflow. In 2019, Apple claimed to have over 1.5 billion devices out in the wild, with over 900 million of those being iPhones. The thing is, what I've found is that most people know how to use the basic functions of their phone, like sending a text, checking their email, making a phone call. When it comes to the more hidden features of their phone, people either don't know how to use them or even that they exist. Apple doesn't do a great job of explaining these either. The vast majority of people aren't aware that with just a few small tweaks, you can make Control Center change your productivity and supercharge your time management in ways you've never imagined. Let's take a look at how I've set up Control Center on my iPhone to take advantage of these features. Setting up Control Center is actually very easy. You just need to go into your Settings app, hit Control Center, and then you'll see a list of the items available for you to put in Control Center. You can add items, you can remove them, and you can also rearrange them so you get it exactly how you'd like it to appear once you launch Control Center. Also, you want to make sure that Access within Apps is clicked, as well as Show Home Controls. This first tip I'm going to talk about involves playing media from your phone. So we all know if we're listening to Apple Music or Spotify, we can easily go into the app and change things from there. But with Control Center, you don't even have to bother with that. All you have to do is swipe down into Control Center, hard press on the media center. You'll see the album art displayed of the track you're currently playing, or if you're not currently playing anything, you'll see a list of albums or playlists that you played previously that you can easily jump into. From there, if you are playing a song, you can skip a track, go back to the previous track you were playing, control the volume, and what's really cool is you can even control the audio source that you're outputting to. So for example, let's say I'm listening to something on my AirPods and I decide I want to listen to it on my HomePod Mini. All I have to do is go in and press the button, and it will easily start playing on my HomePod Mini. The other cool thing you can do with Media Center is any devices that are connected to your Wi-Fi network that are in the Apple ecosystem, you can easily output media to them, such as HomePod Minis, Apple TVs, etc. So let's say I want to play these tracks I'm listening to on my Apple TV. All I have to do is jump into the Apple TV I want to use and I can start playing music on it. But what's really cool is the app has a little remote that will pop up and it'll allow you to control your Apple TV right from your phone. This way you can launch apps on your Apple TV, jump into different shows that you might want to watch. You can even control the volume right from your phone if it's set up correctly. This is super simple, saves me a lot of time, and is something that I use almost on a daily basis. The second tip I'm going to talk about involves your Bluetooth and Wi-Fi connections. So you probably already know that if you want to pick a Bluetooth item or if you want to change your Wi-Fi network, you can do that from the Settings app on your phone. With Control Center, you don't have to bother with that. All you have to do, again, is swipe down into Control Center, press the Connections app within Control Center. If you want to pick a different Bluetooth item, you would hard press into the Bluetooth section, and all the available Bluetooth items that have been paired with your phone will show up. Or if you want to pick a different Wi-Fi network, you can also do it by pressing on Wi-Fi. You can put your phone into airplane mode. You can turn on or turn off your personal hotspot, and you can even control your AirDrop settings. This makes it super convenient, saves you a lot of time versus having to go into settings and do all this, and is something, again, that I use on a daily basis to help out with my time management. Tip number 3 involves Do Not Disturb. With Control Center, you can easily turn Do Not Disturb on or off. You can set it for a certain duration, and you can even set it to go off when you leave a location like your home or your work. Tip number 4 involves using the Home app along with Control Center to manage certain smart devices that you have set up throughout your home, such as door locks, thermostats, cameras. Right now I have two Ecobee thermostats that are set up with it, and I can control the temperature. I can turn the HVAC system on and off. I also have a Nest smart lock that's set up, and I can easily lock and unlock the door from there. I've also got some cameras set up that you can't see right now, but I do have them set up through the Home app. This makes it super easy to not have to worry about jumping to the Home app, looking for all my settings. I can easily control it from Control Center, saves me a bunch of time. Tip number 5 is actually something that's super easy and doesn't seem like it would be that much of a time saver. Everyone knows you can access the flashlight from the lock screen of your phone. However, from Control Center, you can actually control the brightness of the flashlight, and it's not something too many people know about. It comes in super handy if you're like in a dark room, maybe you're in a restaurant and you can't see the menu, you need to find something that fell under your couch. You'd be surprised at how much this comes in handy. Tip number 6 allows you to use the camera to easily take a selfie, record a video, or do other camera functions right from Control Center without even having to jump into the camera app. This comes in handy when you're trying to do something quickly. Maybe you're trying to catch a quick shot, catch a quick video. You don't want to fumble around looking for the camera app, and definitely is a time saver when you're in a pinch. Tip number 7 is actually one of my favorites, and I think it's one of the least known attributes of Control Center. A while back, Apple actually purchased the company Shazam, which allowed you to use their app to figure out the titles of songs that were playing. Maybe you heard a song in a Starbucks that you didn't know what it was called and you wanted to easily look it up. You could use the Shazam app. Well, now it's incorporated into iOS, and most people don't know that just by hitting a button, Control Center, you can easily find out what track is playing wherever you are, even if it's on your device. And the cool thing is now with app clips, you don't even need the Shazam app on your phone to see what the track is, because an app clip will pop up, allow you to figure out what the song title is. It'll even allow you to play it in Apple Music if you're a subscriber. Well, this isn't necessarily a time saver. This is really cool because you don't even need a separate app to do this. It's something that's already built into iOS. So I think it's really cool, and it's one of my top tips. Have you ever been in a situation where you needed to scan a document really quickly? Maybe it's something you needed to get done for work. Because using the Notes app control in Control Center, you can easily press into it and scan a document on the fly. You can also start a new note, and you can even start a checklist or a to-do list. This has saved me an immense amount of time because I don't have to go around searching for the Notes app on my phone, and I can easily scan in documents that I need and then have them available on all my devices for later on. The Live Listen function was introduced in iOS 12, and it's something that basically allows you to use your AirPods as a listening device in noisy environments. You can easily turn it on from Control Center, and you can also check if the environment you're in is too noisy, if the decibel level is too high. It'll even allow you to check the noise level on your headphones. I found this useful in certain situations. If I'm in a super noisy environment, I've got my AirPods on, and maybe I can't really hear what someone is saying very well. So if I turn this function on with Control Center, it allows me to hear things a little more clearly. For tip number 10, we're looking at something called Magnifier. And this is something that's not really talked about by Apple too much, but it's actually been on several versions of iOS. What this enables you to do is to use your camera as a magnifying glass to focus in on hard to read objects or pictures. Maybe there's like a menu that you're having trouble reading. It allows you to take a picture of the item, and then you can magnify it. You can put filters on it, maybe to make it easier to read. You can even use the flashlight to illuminate it more brightly. So if you have poor eyesight like I do, this can definitely come in handy in those situations where you find things are a little bit too hard to read. For this next tip, interestingly enough, you can only launch it from Control Center in iOS. There's really no other way to launch it. Tip number 11 is for screen recording. This allows you to easily capture your screen. Maybe you want to make a short tutorial video. You want to show someone something on your phone that's going to be easier to do with a video than explaining it to them. With this control, you can turn screen recorder on and off. You can turn the mic on and off, so maybe you want to narrate it, or maybe you just want it to be silent. And then you can choose where it actually saves a screen recording. So by default, it will save it to your photo roll, but you can choose another place to save it, such as Dropbox or another app that you may have on your phone. This has been super useful to me over the years when I needed to make a short video for my business, or maybe to show someone a function on my phone that was just easier to send them a quick video rather than trying to explain it to them in person. This last tip almost seemed like it shouldn't be included in this list, but for those of you who use Apple headphones such as AirPods, AirPods Max, even Beats that have the spatial audio feature enabled or noise cancellation. By hard pressing into the volume control, it will allow you to turn noise cancellation on and off, transparency on and off, and even allow you to turn spatial audio on and off. I found this to be a time saver for me when I'm listening to things and maybe I want to turn the transparency on so I can hear someone talking. I don't have to go into the settings app, search around for the settings I need. All I have to do is go into Control Center and everything is right there and I can do it super easily, super fast. So that's my list of 12 items I use in Control Center to save time and make my life easier and more productive. I'm curious if you guys have used Control Center before, what features you have enabled, and anything that maybe I don't have in this list that you find useful on a daily basis. As always, please remember to like and subscribe, and thanks very much for watching.